Hello everyone. So we'll continue revision of chapter 20, major domains of the earth and the relief features. And our today's topics are hydrosphere and atmosphere. Hydro means water. All the water bodies on the earth's surface like the oceans, seas, lakes, rivers together with snow and ice are collectively called the hydrosphere. Of all the planets, it is the only earth which has hydrosphere. Means which has seas also, oceans, lakes, rivers, snow and ice. And that is why the earth is known as the watery planet also. Because it is the only planet of the solar system which contains a huge quantity of water, about 71% of the total area of the globe. About 97% of the total water of the globe is found in the ocean, and the rest 3% consists of the water of the lakes, rivers and the water obtained from snow and ice. About 2/3 means the 71% of the earth's surface is covered by water bodies like the oceans, seas, lake and rivers. So if we'll talk about the hydrosphere, the question is, what is hydrosphere? What do you mean by hydrosphere? That is the domain of the earth containing the water collectively, that is hydrosphere. Now its importance of hydrosphere. The presence of large quantities of water in the oceans is responsible for moderating the temperature. So the first point is responsible for moderating the temperature. Second, it helps in maritime activities also. And third is it promotes trade also. Apart from these 3 points, I'll just give you more points also. The ocean currents often keep the hot countries quite cool and the cold countries quite warm. In this way, they have a moderating influence on the climate of various countries. Oceans provide abundant water vapor to the atmosphere, which results in rains on the plains. And it is a source of food for mankind also. You people can write the 3 points. Responsible for moderating the temperature. Then oceans, they help in maritime activities, and third is the promote trade. So we have revised the 2 topics, the 2 things. First is what do you mean by hydrosphere, and second is the importance of hydrosphere. Now next we'll revise all the 4 oceans. The Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean and the Indian Ocean, and last is the Arctic Ocean. Oceans are large water bodies separated by continents. There are 4 oceans on the earth. They are all interconnected. In order of size, they are the Pacific Ocean, then the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean and the Arctic Ocean. The water body which surrounds the continent of Antarctica is only an extension of the Pacific, Atlantic and Indian Oceans. So there are main 4 oceans in the world: Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean and Arctic Ocean. So first we'll revise the Pacific Ocean. It separates Asia and Australia from America. It is the largest of all the oceans. Even it is the largest and deepest ocean also. Mariana Trench in the Pacific Ocean is the deepest place in the world. So if we'll talk about the main points of Pacific Ocean, that is the largest and the deepest ocean, and Mariana Trench in the Pacific Ocean is the deepest place in the world, and it separates Asia and Australia from North America. Second is the Atlantic Ocean. It separates Europe and Africa from the North and South Americas. It is the busiest ocean in the world, as all the important sea routes pass through the Atlantic Ocean, and there are many important harbors on its coastline. Children, harbors means a port for a ship, a shelter, a port for ship, or we can say the shelter for ships. Third is the Indian Ocean. It is the only ocean named after a country, that is India. It lies to the south of India, west of Indonesia and Australia, and east of Africa. Last one is the Arctic Ocean. It surrounds the North Pole and lies within the Arctic Circle. A narrow stretch of water called Bering Straits connects it with the Pacific Ocean. So these are the main four oceans of the world. Now the one-word questions based on this. First is the deepest place in the world, that is the Mariana Trench. Second, the air is a mixture of gases. Third is the busiest ocean, Atlantic Ocean. Fourth is largest and deepest ocean, that is the Pacific Ocean. So in here we have revised all the four oceans of the world. Next topic is the atmosphere. A column of air surrounds the earth up to the height of 1600 meters above the earth's surface. It is called the atmosphere. This column of air is thicker near the surface of the earth, while the upper layers are thinner. If we'll define what do you mean by atmosphere, or the define atmosphere, that is the domain of the air that surrounds the earth, that is atmosphere. The air is a mixture of gases which usually maintain a constant proportion. A sample of air nearer the earth contains 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen and 1% other gases like the carbon dioxide and the water vapor, etc. So air is a mixture of oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, water vapor, etc. Of all these gases, oxygen is an important gas. It is called the breath of life because it is very necessary for breathing. As we go up, the quantity of oxygen goes on decreasing. That is why the mountaineers carry oxygen cylinders on their backs while climbing high peaks. The astronauts also carry oxygen cylinders for the same reason. Oxygen also helps in the burning activity. Nitrogen is also important as it is the main part of the proteins which help in the growth of living organisms. Carbon dioxide and water are also important for us as they help plants to grow and make food in the presence of sunlight. So the air is a mixture of these different gases, and these different gases, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, they have their own importance. Now the importance of the atmosphere. The atmosphere acts like a blanket or a glass house for the earth. It receives the radiation of the sun but does not allow all the insulation to go outside. As such, it keeps the earth warm. So, the first point is the atmosphere acts like a blanket for the earth. Second, it protects us from the harmful solar radiations. Third is the atmosphere controls the extremes of the season. So, these are the 3 points of importance of the atmosphere. So, children, today we have revised the topic hydrosphere, then importance of hydrosphere, all the 4 main oceans of the world, then atmosphere and the importance of atmosphere. Rest of the questions, children, you will get in the PDF file. Learn and write all the questions which I'll give you in the PDF file. Keep smiling. Be happy. Bye-bye.